Okay, everybody, it's time for a math lesson today. You're doing page 122 and page 123 in workbook B for homework, so these two pages. But I'm going to encourage everyone to get this book out because there's a lesson in here and it teaches it really well. So if you turn to page number 153, okay, this lesson matches what your homework is. So, for example, it says telling time after the hour. So if you start at 8 o'clock and then time passes, like say, for example, you woke up at 8 o'clock and then you ate in the morning and you had breakfast. And when you finished breakfast, it was 8:20. So how many minutes have passed since you've ate breakfast? So whenever I do these, I like to put the starting time on the second clock because you started at 8, so here's the starting time, and then here's the ending time. So, and your clock is moving from here to here, okay? So then you can count 5, 10, 15, 20. So that tells you that 20 minutes has passed. We read 8:20 as 8:20. It is 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. We can also say it is 20 minutes past 8. Okay? So on here you have telling time before the hour we've talked about. We read this as 2:45, right? So here is our start clock is at 2:45 and our ending clock is at 3. So I like to always put the start time on like this. And then I like to count 5, 10, 15. Oh, and 15. You stop at the ending time. So that's 15 minutes has passed. We read 2:45 as 2:45. It is 15 minutes before 3 o'clock. We can also say it is 15 minutes to 3. Okay? And on page 154, it's the same thing that I just talked to you about. You're starting at 4:05, so you're starting your clock. This is the time right here, 4:05, and then it ends at 4:40. So here's your ending time. So they just did it on the first clock. Okay, so they just put they started it on this clock. So they're showing you that you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so 35 minutes has passed. There are 35 minutes from 4:05 to 4:40. Okay. Ralph started doing his homework at 11:35. He took 45 minutes to finish his homework. What time did Ralph finish his homework? So he started at, here's your 11 here, and he started at 11:35. So that's this. And then they're showing you here that all this has passed. And so he worked for 45 minutes, so you count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 minutes. So that's 45 minutes. That's passed. And then what time did he finish? So it went past the 11th, so it went to the 12th hour, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. He finished at 12:20. Okay? All right, and let's take a look at this page, 155. This time, you're just doing hours, okay? So the first clock is starting at 5 o'clock. So your little hand would be here on the 5, right? And then it's gone from 5 to 6. These, though, are hours, okay? So this is 1 hour later, all right? The minute hand has made one complete turn around, so it goes all the way around. So 1 hour later, it's 60 minutes because that's how much it takes to go all the way around the clock. So this is 3:40, and 1 hour later, so your minute hand, this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and that's 1 hour. So the minutes aren't changing here. It's just the hour that changes. Okay? And here we have Mrs. Lee works from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day. How long does she work every day? So she starts at 9. So this is her start time, right? And she ends at 3. So 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. So it ends at 3. So that means the little hand is gone all the way over to the 3. That's 6 hours. Okay? So this is in your, once again, this is in your student review packet. And that'll help you with your lesson. Okay? So Mrs. Wright's going to look at this with you. This is your homework page now. I'm going to bring this down. It'll be easier. Hopefully. Sorry, guys. It's going quite like I had planned. All right. So let's take a look at this better. So you're starting here at 4 o'clock. See how I drew? And you're ending at 4:20. They want to know how many minutes that is. So you start here, and this is 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So how many minutes has passed? Look at your hours. Your hours are the same, but your minutes has changed. So 20 minutes later. Okay? So you're starting here at 4:30. So here's the starting. Okay? 4:30. I like to draw that on my clock. And this is where you're ending. So you're counting the minutes from here to here. So you start here. You don't start here and say 5. You start the next number. 5, 10, 15. How many minutes did I say? I said 15 minutes later. Okay? So here we have it again. We're starting at 2:15. And I'm going to put that. So 2, this is 15 here. And this is where we're ending at 2:40. So let's count by 5s together. We don't start here with 5, so we start here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 minutes later. Okay? Okay. So here's our starting clock. 7:10. So I'm going to draw in the 10. So this would be 7:10 here. 7:10. And then we're ending at 7:50. So here's our ending time. This is 7:50. And then we count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 40 minutes later. I like the hour ones. I think those are a little bit, for some reason, I think they're easier. Because you have to deal with the minutes. Right? You're only your hours changing. Okay? Because it's hours later. So how many from 6 to 7, right? So that's 1 hour. And then you have from 4. So here's your 4 to 8. So let's put the 4 in there, right? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. 4 hours later. Now we have 4:30 to 7:30. So we're starting at 4:30. I'm going to put my little minute hand here. 4:30. And we're going to here. So 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. 3 hours later. Okay, so we're going from 6:15 to 10:15. This clock says 6:15. This one says 10:15. I'm going to put my little hand in. I'm going to draw it in. And that means I'm going from here to here hours-wise. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Don't go dark. That's 4 hours later. Okay, friends, that's your homework. I would encourage you, even though it's not a in the must do section, but it's in the may do. There's some more practicing with time here. Page 157 and page 158. I would really encourage you to do these. It's good practice. Especially since we're not doing a writing piece today, I think you should definitely be able to get this in. Okay? Thank you, friends.